Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Woo. It's Friday, Lord. It is Friday. Thank the Lord. Okay. Finally, that one day off, when I tell you pushed us right on into Friday, baby, I am so happy that the weekend is among us. Yes, God. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a great morning. I hope you guys are having a splendid morning, honey. We're up and out. I hope you guys got your coffee and your tea and you're getting or you got where you need to be this morning, okay? Yes, yes, yes. You woke up blessed and not stressed, and that's what it is this morning, honey. It is Friday. It's Friday, and it's almost the weekend. Yes, honey. Thank y'all for joining. This is Car Chronicles. I am the Caramel Rell. Welcome to our show, okay? Let's go ahead and do our disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Again, fair use and entertainment. Ooh, it looks like we're going to get some rain today. It's starting to drizzle. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we have some great topics for you guys. Hopefully you guys checked out our pop-in video on late yesterday evening. It was a pretty good video. We had a lot of great topics, okay? Yes, we did, honey. And we have a lot of great topics for you guys this morning as well. All right, thank you, mods, for being here modding. I cannot see who you are right now because we are driving. We want to be safe. But thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into the show. Celebrity news is always first. After I finish road raging, okay? All right, I'm back. Jeez. All right, so for those of you that play the Powerball, I play sometimes, okay? I'm not a regular Powerball player. But for those of you who do play, and you live in the California area, somebody woke up this morning, and they are $1.73 billion richer. Somebody won the Powerball in Frazier Park, California, y'all. Who is it? Anybody in my chat? Let me go ahead and put my Cashapp up. My Cashapp is not. But anywho, somebody did win the $1.73 billion Powerball ticket, you guys, and it was sold in Frazier Park, California. Somebody woke up this morning happy as hell. Oh, God. Y'all. That says one lucky Californian is waking up a billionaire this morning after matching all numbers, you guys, to win the incredible $1.7 billion Powerball jackpot. That is, oh, Lord. I don't know how I would, y'all. I don't know how I would react. I think it would take a little second to register that I am $1.73 billion richer. That shit I would have to sit there and it would have to resonate with me for a little bit. Because, oh my God, y'all. Like, oh my God. That's a lot of damn money. I don't want to think about the taxes they're going to take out that money, too. They're going to take a lot of taxes, of course, out of that. Hopefully they pay to, you know, be incognito. Because, baby, you already know. People come out of the woodwork, honey, when they know you got that kind of money. Everybody wants some kind of donation and family members, child, we want you to pay all their bills. Folk be quitting their job thinking you're going to sit back and take care of them. Y'all know. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. In my Whitney Houston, hell to the no. Ain't that what Whitney Houston say? Hell to the no. Rest in peace, Whitney. But yeah, people be thinking you're going to take care of their ass when you got that kind of money. Like they can sit on you. Child, no. But somebody is $1.73 billion richer this morning, honey, in Frazier Park, California, honey. Prayers to you, honey. I hope y'all do good with this money. It's kind of hard to blow through $1.73 billion, though. I really hope they manage it well and do what they need to do. But child, shout out to y'all. I wish it was me. Shit, I damn sure do. I don't know how I would react though. I think I would be laying there like, oh my God. I probably say oh my God about 50 times. And I don't know, y'all. It would be hella different. It really would. But that would be a great blessing right there, baby. Oh Lord. Let's move on though, child. All right. We talked about it a little bit last night. Actually, while I was in the middle of my live, we found out that one of the Isley brothers passed away. Rudolph Isley, okay? I'm going to talk about it again this morning. Rudolph Isley, rest in peace to him. That's Ron Isley's brother. He passed away, you guys. per several news sources. Now, if you look it up, it's all over the internet. Okay, there's no secret. TMZ was the first to break the news. All right, so he has passed away. As you guys do know, he was in a legal battle with his brother Ron and the rest of the members of the Isley brothers. Like, really? People get on my damn nerves. When you see somebody's blinker on, that means they need to get over, bitch. Like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm road raging. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord, it's too early. People get on my nerves driving like that. Aggressive driving, like, ugh. Anywho and anyway, we're back. Anywho, he passed away. They're saying that he passed away from a heart attack. Now, he was suing Ron Isley and other members of the Isley brothers group over some residuals and ownership of the group, because they're saying that Rudolph actually started the group. He was 84 years old, okay? Like I said, the cause of death was a heart attack, it said. Rudolph was, like I said, in a court battle, with surviving members of the Isley brothers for rights and residuals, okay, of the group's music. Now, Rudolph is said to be, like I said, the founder of the group of the Isleys, okay? And they were fighting, he and Ron and them were fighting prior to his death. So I don't know if all the pressure and stress from everything that was going on with this damn case and just fighting, period. He's 84 years old. Anybody got time for that kind of stuff going on at 84 years old? He died of a heart attack. There was a lot of stress. Stress will take you up out of here. And that had to be very stressful to be fighting with your brother and you know, at odds like that, especially over a lot of money. I know the Isley brothers made a lot of hits, okay? Most of which were written by Angela Winbush. Do your homework. Angela Winbush wrote a lot of hits for the Isley brothers. All right, she did. So shout out to her as well. But they had a lot of hits and they made a lot of money. And they're still touring. Ron Isley, he's on up there, honey. He's like 80-something years old too. And he has that young wife, which is, I think she's like 40-something. Candy from the girl, what's that group they were in? I can't remember the name of the damn group she was in. But it's a group that R. Kelly, I think, helped put together. The two girls that were singing together. But anyway, was it Change of Faces? No, it wasn't Change of Faces. It was another group. Anywho, but yeah, so they were fighting. So prayers to everybody affected by Ron Isley's brother, Rudolph Isley, okay, in his passing. They have brothers, O'Kelly, Ronald, Rudolph, Isley that was in the group. Their brother Vernon Isley passed away at age 13. Did you guys know that? I started doing some digging and did my homework a little bit on the Isleys, okay? Because I do like their group. I do like their music as well. He was 13 years old. He passed away in 1955 while riding his bike and was tragically hit by a car and was unalived, okay? Now, his brothers Ernie and Marvin Isley were later added to the group back in 1971, okay? Now, Rudolph left the group for a short spell because he wanted to be a minister, okay, which then he reunited with the group a little bit later on, okay? So that's a little history for the Isley brothers. So they are very, very musically talented, and like I said, they do have a lot of hits, but they were fighting prior to Rudolph's death, all right? So prayers to their family. I hope they, like I said last night, I hope that they found some type of resolve for this situation prior to his death, because that can weigh heavy on your heart to be fighting with a family member and then they wind up passing away. You didn't get a chance to fix the things that were going on. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they resolved it. All right, so let's move on, child. Ooh, that's so sad. That is so, so sad. All right, so in other leprechaun news, we got some leprechaun news for y'all. Lord have mercy. Tory Lanez daddy, honey. Tory Lanez daddy went live to argue with fans about Tory's alleged release from prison. All right, now somebody put out a rumor. There was a rumor put out about Tory Lanez receiving some type of bail, and they were saying that he was out of prison while his daddy, honey, Daddy Leprechaun, decided to go live, you guys, and he was yelling at fans and people in the live for talking about Tory, child. I said, Lord. Talking about Tory still being in, he says, Tory, my son Tory is still in jail. That's how he talked. I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? Something wrong with Tory daddy. I'm sorry, I like to be talking about people daddy, but he was on something else. He was yelling at people in the damn live and everything. So Daddy Leprechaun, honey, said that my son is still in jail where he should not be because he is innocent, okay? And we are appealing his case. so that he can be released. He is not out on bail. He kept saying that. I was like, okay, we get it. Okay, Daddy Leprechaun, we get it. He said, my son is indeed innocent. I was like, why are you yelling though? Like, we can hear you loud and clear. Why are you yelling, sir? Damn. But anyway, people was trolling. They was trolling the hell out of him. They were talking about this damn haircut, because y'all know he got this spray shit in his hair. Well, he got this big ass head, first of all. Tory, I'm sorry to talk about your daddy this morning, but Tory's daddy got this big ass damn head. Then he got this, y'all know how they be getting that Beijing, that stuff sprayed on the head in the barbershop? He had that shit going on where they had like a little lineup going on. He was looking crazy as hell, sitting there yelling and carrying on the damn live. They was eating his ass alive on there. And people were saying in the comments that Tory is not innocent, causing his dad to snap off and be yelling at people. They were saying he's not innocent and that he did pow Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all know that, okay? I'm not sure where the rumor came from that he got some kind of bail to where he was getting out, because it was just announced that Tory has been released to general population in prison, which is what he had been asking for all this time, because they had him in like solitary confinement because he's a celebrity, and they didn't, they wanted to, I guess, protect him from people like jumping him or maybe unaliving him, because y'all know some people, that's their claim to fame. They want that claim to fame to be like, oh, I did something to Tory Lanez in prison. So for the longest, all this time that he's been locked up, they had him in solitary confinement away from everybody to where he could only have like limited time outside of his cell, and he was complaining about that. So now they've released him into general population. He is serving a 10-year sentence, okay, for powing Megan Thee Stallion. So they are appealing this case. We will see what happens. I don't think he's gonna win it, because there's so much damn evidence against him, in addition to, like I said before, that damn phone call where he was on there running his damn mouth, which he should not have been. So prayers to you too, Tory, because you gonna need it where you are, sir. All right, you and Daddy Leprechaun, y'all calm y'all asses down. Let's move on, child, to the next topic. Oh, child. Evelyn Lozada, you guys, from Basketball Wives. Evelyn Lozada accuses Jackie Christie of trying to get Malaysia Pargo off of Basketball Wives, get her fired from Basketball Wives, okay, while she was pretending to be Malaysia's friend. Now, y'all know that Malaysia actually quit Basketball Wives. She quit the show. All right, we're gonna get into it. But Jackie Christie was said to be like one of Malaysia's really close friends on the show. Now, they had their beef or whatnot on the show, back and forth, but Jackie was trying to act like she was just so good with so good friends with Malaysia. But it was said that Jackie Christie was running behind Malaysia's back and going to producers and production, telling them stuff about Malaysia, trying to get her fired from the show. Okay, so Jackie's looking like she's been doing some two-faced type mess. Jackie was going to producers, honey, and telling them stuff about Malaysia, honey, to get her booted from the show. Then she was seen confronting Malaysia when rumors came out about her losing her home, okay, in Atlanta. Now, y'all know that she had a house in Atlanta where it said that Pastor Jamal Bryant put the money up for her to have this house because she was seeing him at the time. I kind of touched on this in another video before. She was seeing Jamal Bryant. It was supposed to be like a little hush-hush situation, I guess, because I don't think he wanted people to know that they were dating. Malaysia was living in California, and I guess it was kind of hard for them to kind of commingle and do the things that they were doing because she lived so far away. So he put up a lot of money for her to get this house in Atlanta. Well, Malaysia could not keep up the payments. I think her and Jamal fell out to where he was no longer providing her financial stuff anymore. So she fell behind on her payments on her home, and the house went into foreclosure, okay? During that time, of course, she was still on Basketball Wives. There was a conversation had amongst the ladies, with Jackie Christie being one of them. And Jennifer Williams was also present during said conversation when they were talking about Malaysia. So once Jennifer actually got into an argument with Malaysia, Jennifer decided that that was going to be her go-to to put Malaysia on blast, to say, well, that's why your house is in foreclosure. When Malaysia heard that, she stood up and was like, that's it, I'm out. She quit the show on the spot because she did not want Jamal's name also to be brought up in that. And she was also embarrassed at the fact that her house was in foreclosure because her storyline for that season was that she was looking for another house because she had outgrown the house that she was in. When in reality, her house was in foreclosure. She was losing it. She was about to be put out of her home. So the fact that Jennifer Williams put that information out about her, she was pissed and she wound up quitting the show, and she has not come back to the show. Basketball Wives is back for another season. Malaysia has still declined to come back. They've replaced her with someone else on the show, okay, who is irrelevant. But a lot of fans were saying they wanted to see her come back to the show. She's declined to come back because I think she's embarrassed about that information coming out. Plus, she's been dealing with a lot of financial stuff behind the scenes of her losing her home and having to find somewhere else to stay because her ex-husband, who she took to court for child support, was not helping her financially with her kids. I think she has like 3 children. She was married to Gennaro Pargo. Y'all know he used to be a basketball player. He was not helping her, according to her on the show, and she mentioned it on the show as well. He was not helping her financially with their children, and she was kind of struggling a bit. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So Jamal withdrew his financial support from her, and she wound up losing that house that he put all that money that the congregation was paying him over there at Bishop Eddie Sloan's old church. Over there is where he's pastoring. I be wanting to say so much because I know Jamal Bryant. I be wanting to say so much, but I be trying to bite my tongue because, listen, I be trying to bite my tongue. I know a whole lot about this sucker. All right, and it's surprising to me that he's still able to be pastoring somewhere. Because, sir, you do have a child, a young child from a woman in your congregation as well. I can say a whole lot. I told you I grew up Church of God in Christ. Jamal Bryant is linked to Church of God in Christ in terms of how and where I went to church. His nephew used to play organ at my grandmother's church, who is a pastor. I know their family very, very well. And it's a lot of stuff I can say, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I don't really want to go there. But Jamal Bryant is a piece of work. Jamal Bryant, who you guys know is married to old girl from Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle Bryant. Okay? It's a whole lot I can say. But I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. At the right time, I will. Because it's a lot of shit I know about him. It's a whole lot. So it's surprising to me that he would link up and be messing around with Malaysia from Basketball Wives, in addition to other women that he's been linked to in Atlanta as well. Okay? Stop, Rell. Stop. Don't go there. Don't go there. It's a lot I can say. That's all I can say. Okay? I know him very well. That's all I'm going to say. Very, very well. Not that well. Don't know. Not like that. I ain't never fucked with Jamal. But I'm just saying I know him. And I know his ways. And the shit that he's done. And some churches that he used to pastor where they said some money came up missing when he was in Baltimore. And they fired him from that church. Oh, it's a lot of shit I could say. It's a lot. And that was during the time that he was messing with Giselle when he was still not done with his marriage from his other wife. So Giselle, you was a side chick for a little while before Jamal married you and made you first lady of the same church that y'all both got kicked out of because some funds were coming up missing. Did Caramel tell that? She sure damn did. It's a whole lot I can say, but we're going to move on. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. Caramel knows some shit over here, okay? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I can say some shit where they probably sit his ass down in that church where he pastoring that now. I can put some shit out there that he probably would never ever be able to pastor nowhere else, okay? Yes, we can. But we're going to move on. I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to let you have that, sir. I'm going to let you have that. I will. All right. But like I'm saying, Jackie Christie, honey, with her two-faced ass, was running around, being two-faced, trying to be friends with Malaysia on the show. There was times we saw Malaysia crying on the show. Jackie would be the first one running over there trying to console her, but you were running to production behind her back, trying to get her kicked off the show because you was, you had some kind of feelings or whatever about Malaysia. Yeah. Lord, I just want to go there with him. Because he's real cocky about his. That's what made me want to put his ass on blast. Because he's real cocky. He's real cocky. And cocky people like that need to be brought down. He does. All right. But like I said, she feels short on them damn payments. And her house went into foreclosure. Jamal cut ties with her and stopped helping her. And she lost the home. So I think that her embarrassment of what was going on with that situation made her get off the show. Because she was trying to have a certain persona about herself. Like she was balling out. But she really was not. She was really, really having a lot of financial problems. And Jennifer Williams was not supposed to go there, because when Jennifer said that's why your house is in foreclosure, Jackie Christie, when they put the camera on her, Jackie Christie put her hand up to her head and said, damn, Jennifer, why would you do that? Like, bitch, we were having a conversation and you weren't supposed to talk about that. That's the damn she gave her. Like, you weren't supposed to tell that, Jennifer. But Jennifer, your ass should have been talking, because didn't Eric Williams kick you out when y'all got married and you got nothing? After all them years of being married to Eric Williams, you got nothing and had the result of staying with a friend. He took your car. You got kicked out of the house. You didn't have shit. She was taking the ferry. They talked about it on the show, back and forth, to go and stay with your friend. But then you're going to put somebody else's business out there like that. And I'm not this huge fan of Malaysia, but I feel like that was kind of effed up for you to put her business out there like that, Jennifer, just because you sat back and listened and you stored it up and waited for the opportune time when you and Malaysia got into it on the show, and you used that as a means to embarrass her. And I thought that was effed up, which made her quit the show, because she didn't want people to know she was broke like that. She didn't want people to know her house was in foreclosure, and possibly coming out that Jamal actually put the money up for it. Because y'all know when you're in an argument with somebody, you start saying shit that you probably shouldn't say. So she wasn't going to risk that information getting out like that. And I'm pretty sure her and Jamal had some type of agreement that she wouldn't discuss him on the show or their business in terms of them being together and things that he's done for her. So with Jennifer bringing that out like that opened a can of worms, and she hightailed it up out of there, which is unfortunate, because you need to check from the show. So that just put you further and further behind, sis. You needed that check. I would have just filed a cease and desist and told him, don't speak on me or my damn business, and go get my money. That's what you should have done. But I ain't tell nobody what to do. But yeah, she was afraid of that information getting out. And I feel like that was real effed up of Jackie Christie to be playing both sides of the fence like that. And then for Jennifer Williams with her fake ass to be saying something like that. But let's move on, child. That's a hot mess. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin, is forced, you guys, to sell his Florida home since having the ongoing financial struggles since he was cut from his alimony checks. Okay, he finally sold the home. All right, he recently sold the his bachelor pad in Florida due to all the financial issues that he was having. All right, they're saying that Kevin, which is Wendy Williams' ex-husband, he and Wendy were married for 22 years after he fathered a child outside of their marriage. Y'all know, with Sabrina, his side chick Sabrina, who he was seeing for years and supporting her with Wendy's money. Now they're saying that Kevin actually closed on his Sunshine State property for $795,000, okay? But then he flipped it for $1.25 million, all right? He had to sell that home because he could no longer afford to stay there. Homeowners fees and all that, he was way behind on that. So he was forced to sell the home after Wendy Williams stopped his alimony checks from coming in, all right? He was also just recently sued from a credit card company for a reported over $20K in unpaid debt, okay? So now he is also out of a home and a place to stay, and he's being sued left and right from bill collectors for him not paying his bills that he was supposed to pay, due to him being a whore out here in these streets, and Wendy dropping his ass. And now y'all know that he's also suing production of the Wendy Williams show, because he said he helped make the show and he helped create the show, and a lot of ideas that was from the show. He actually said that it was his idea that he brought on the shoe cam part of the show of Wendy Williams show. Y'all know they show the shoe cam when they show people's shoes when they come on the show. He says that was his idea and he brought that on the show. So he wants to be paid for those things. So he is currently suing the Wendy Williams show for his rights to for what he believed of the actual show and what he actually brought and or contributed to the Wendy Williams show. Okay, so we'll see how that turns out. I'll keep you guys abreast of that once I find out. Okay, he's looking for money anywhere he can get it. That's what that is. Because you ain't thought about that shit while you was married to Sabrina after the divorce. It wasn't until those alimony payments got stopped to where now you are just reaching and grabbing for straws and looking for any type of way to get money. And what better way to get some quick money is to sue somebody. That's what he's doing. You hurting for money. So now you want to be suing the very person that helped you have a job, which was your ex-wife. You bum. Let's move on. T.I. and Tiny's ex-friend Sabrina Peterson files a motion to dismiss the couple's countersuit after losing nearly her entire defamation and assault case, you guys. Now, they're saying that Sabrina Peterson wants a judge to drop T.I. and Tiny's countersuit against her, all right? They're saying that Sabrina filed a motion requesting that this $165K that T.I. and Tiny claims that she owes the entertainers be dismissed or severely reduced, okay? It says, now, if you guys recall that T.I. and Tiny sued Sabrina to cover their legal fees after successfully beating most of her defamation case against them. Now, they're saying in the new motion, okay, they're saying in the new motion that Sabrina, honey, reportedly claimed that the amount that the pair is suing for is an inflated number and that invoices from their legal team do not accurately reflect the amount that they are seeking. So it sounded like they're trying to jack the price up on her to get some more money up out of her. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, so they're also saying that at this time, honey, that the judge has not decided on the matter as of yet, okay? I know. And they're saying that Peterson's fight against the Harris family, honey, stems from accusations that T.I. previously assaulted her. Ooh, child, not assaulted. Those are some strong accusations there, Sabrina. Now, y'all know Sabrina is the same girl that was said to have had a few threesomes or two with T.I. and Tiny. Now, she was the go-to person when they wanted somebody to jump from the dresser and hang from that good old ceiling fan in there. That's what they say. That's what the streets was telling me. So they're saying that she claimed that after getting into an argument with old T.I., they says that he pulled out a pow on her and put it to her head and threatened to take her life, child. That's what Sabrina is saying, honey. That got serious. That's some serious shit right there. So she also claims that T.I. threatened to, like I said, take her life as Tiny tried to discredit her claims in the media, okay? She also was said to have allegedly, like I said, had the threesomes with them. She was like a little partner where she would come over there and they would do their little yang, yang, yang and their little thing. And then she get on up out of there. But she's supposed to be quiet about that. Because y'all know that it's all over Atlanta that they be having threesomes and that they step out and they freaky deaky like that. I mean, hell, Tiny. I mean, not Tiny, but Candy and Todd, they do the same shit. Yeah, they do. They do. And they're good friends. So it would not surprise me if they did some shit together. But I'm going to say allegedly, too. But moving on, child. This saying that she also spoke about T.I. violating other females that she knew of, and she even urged those girls to go to police and make police reports on him and press charges on them for violating them, okay, which sparked an outrage with T.I. and Tiny, causing them to file a lawsuit against her and threaten to sue Sabrina if she did not keep her mouth shut. All right, and she chose not to keep her mouth shut, which then they started suing each other, and now they are demanding this $165,000 from her ass, and she's saying that she feels that amount has been inflated and that the records do not reflect what they actually or what she actually owed them. So we'll see what that's given, child. They've been fighting about this situation for a while, okay, for a while. Let's move on. Ooh, child. Singer Monica does an interview. I like Monica. Monica did an interview where she reveals that she feels like she's the most forgotten when it comes to being awarded for her music, okay? She says that I'm the underdog. She says, but I sit very comfortably in it. She is feeling away because she doesn't feel that the industry recognizes her or give her like the awards that she deserves for putting out great music. She has a lot of great #1 hits as well. I like Monica. I like her music. It's a shame that she, like many other artists like Keke Wyatt, who are very, very talented artists, don't get the recognition they deserve. It's so sad. And she decided to speak out about that, and I totally agree with that. Now, we do see her always on tour. I've seen Monica actually perform a few times. She does really well on the stage. She works the stage. She's a great performer. She's a good singer as well. I like Monica. You guys have also seen her on T.I. and Tiny's show, The Family Hustle. She's made appearances on that show as well. But in terms of her music, I do feel like she should get more recognition and more accolades for her music and her musical ability. She has a very nice voice. She came out when she was very, very young, and I think she should get more of that. There's a lot of songs that I like that Monica makes, and I feel like she should get what she deserves. She is currently on tour again with several other artists. I think with Drew Hill and several other artists that I saw. She's on tour with them as well. So she stays going on tour. She's still getting that money. She's still getting paid, but she wants to have the recognition from the industry and from everyone else for her music. So shout out to Monica. I like Monica. Keep doing your thing, sis. Keep pressing on. All right. Stormy's negative reviews for her body glaze, we kind of touched on it a little bit last night, seems to keep growing, guys, as unsatisfied fans take to TikTok, IG, Facebook, and any other social media platform that they can get on to voice their opinions on their dissatisfaction and their disappointment for Stormy's body glaze. Now, y'all know she did a recent a recent live where she talked about TikTok invited her to their office to help promote her body glaze. But I feel like she called them and asked for some type of time to come up there to promote her body glaze. I feel like she did. I don't think TikTok called her, but she says they did. But at any rate, fans are very displeased that have tried to support her body glaze. They are speaking out. They are putting comments up. They are blasting her. She is doing the very same thing that she did with her Canvas Beauty in terms of some people making orders and there are some people not receiving it. And for those that are receiving the body glaze, they're very disappointed. They're saying that they're unable to return it, that she is refusing refunds. And then when they have issues with the body glaze and they reach out to the number and or email that's provided, that they don't get any feedback and no one returns their messages in terms of their disdain for this body glaze. Now, one fan says that they bought the strawberry shortcake glaze with shimmer and they used it twice and they had a very bad allergic reaction. Another person says that I don't like the cream puff. It has a very synthetic smell and it feels like Play-Doh. They says I want a damn refund. Another person says that I could smell the scent through the package and it's like beeswax. Okay, they are going in on Stormy's ass about this damn body glaze. Another person had to say that I thought it was me that was dissatisfied. They says I will be returning mine as well. Another person says that the strawberry one smells very artificial and it's like melted wax. They says that I can't bring myself to spend another $25 to try another one. Okay, damn. Another fan says that they hated the texture and that it gave them a bad allergic reaction to it as well. So a lot of people are having bad allergic reactions to this damn body glaze. Now, another person says that the donut scent reeks and that they want a refund and that they are not happy with their body glaze. Okay, Stormy, like I said, is refusing to accept refunds and returns on the body glaze. Just like she did, like I said, with Canvas Beauty, which has caused a lot of people to speak out and put her on blast. Now, you guys know the customers from her Canvas Beauty product received a lot of mildew products and they decided to put her on blast as well, at which she never addressed that. And Stormy feels like if she don't address it, that it's just going to go away. But people are steady putting her on blast. They're not going to stop talking about this until she addresses it and rectify this situation. I mean, you cannot keep getting customers if you don't fix problems. You want them to come back and keep spending money. That is not how you treat your customers, Stormy, to put out product, okay, they're saying if they think that it's artificial and whatever it is that you're putting in there, you have to be able to sell to people with sensitive skin as well as people that don't have sensitive skin to where it's not breaking them out. A lot of people are complaining about them having very bad allergic reactions and breakouts from this body glaze, okay? So Stormy, you need to address that, and whoever this chemist is that you're working with, you guys might want to go in and tweak some stuff. Or maybe you need to be humble yourself and have a conversation with Melody Cherie and find out what she's doing with her 7th Avenue, because I haven't heard of anyone complaining about any breakouts or skin disorders with her 7th Avenue product. And she also caters to people with sensitive skin as well. So you need to figure out, baby, what is going on with this damn body glaze and why so many people are putting you on blast. and talking about how they are dissatisfied with spending $25 to support you and your product, and you will not respond to them and or give any refunds, and you're continuing to promote this product as if you're selling so much of it, which you probably are, but the product itself is not, it doesn't sound like it's a safe product. It doesn't sound like it's a safe product. So you might want to check up on that, ma'am. And you might want to check up on it and stop acting like, you know, like you're really doing something out here when you're not. Because she was real happy to show that video where she was in the TikTok office, honey, talking about some, oh, I'm about to have a meeting with TikTok about my body glaze. Oh, I sold so many thousands of bottles of my body glaze. You might have, but you need to address these issues, okay, that these people are talking about with this damn body glaze, baby. Because don't nobody want to be out here having no allergic reactions and breaking out. All right, now, Shirley Strawberry's husband, guys, is in some more trouble. He is facing more charges on top of the 35 that he's already chasing. Feds have raided another computer, it seems, that was in Ernesto's belongings. All right. And on that computer, they found some inappropriate pictures of children and animals doing inappropriate acts. All right. Now, Ernesto is currently still in jail, and he is facing multiple charges, including possession of child P. All right. Now, there were also some explicit pictures of underage girls as well, while they were engaging in some type of bestiality, is what they were saying on this damn computer, what the feds have confiscated and found out, in addition with this mess with Ernesto. Now, we already heard about him not being able to be around children and animals. Now, they're still finding things and steady tacking on more and more charges to Ernesto. Now, since then, they're saying that Shirley Strawberry has distanced herself from Ernesto after learning of him violating her own daughter and possibly her own grandchild, okay? Yes. Now, the calls that you guys have been hearing were way back in November and December of 2022, okay? We, of course, are in 2023. Since then, she has cut ties with Ernesto. She was paying for all these jail phone calls, which they were saying was $6 for every 30 minutes. She was also putting money on his commissary, and she was also, you guys, paying for his attorney's fees as well, all right? Now, Ernesto is also banned from being around two of his own children as well because of some type of violation, I'm hearing. Now, Shirley Strawberry, like I said, she was paying for all this stuff with him while her own bills were behind. And you guys heard her on said phone call even saying that she didn't even have enough money to buy herself some shoes. She had to cancel a very important trip she had to go on because she didn't have the money to go on this trip. She doesn't have a car. She does not have a house or a place to stay. She's currently staying with a friend of hers. She cannot get her own apartment because she and Ernesto were thrown out of two places that they were staying because of rental fraud. So that's stopping her from getting her own place. She's been staying with friends when she had her own house that she sold in order to move to Atlanta with Ernesto, okay? So she has lost everything moving with Ernesto, okay? So many people are asking, many of you were heard, actually, like I said, on the calls, and you guys that know that Shirley for a long time was riding with Ernesto, and even was heard saying that they haven't found anything. She's not cooperating with the police, and that she was very hopeful that he would get out of jail, okay? And she even went on to say in one of the videos that she even went out and had bought him some fresh t-shirts and underwear for when he gets out, because he had told her that he was getting ready to get a bail and that they were going to give him an ankle monitor to get out of jail, which was all lies. His attorney had not been reaching out to him for quite some time, which we heard him saying that in one of the videos. And then in another one, he was saying that he had talked to his attorney, which was lies. So he was feeding Shirley all these lies and, promises, and she was believing these things and spending up all her money to support him from the outside. Now, Steve Harvey let Shirley Strawberry know that in order to keep her job on the Steve Harvey Morning Show, that she had to cut all ties with Ernesto. And the reason for that is because Steve did not want everyone to know that he also knew and or used to be involved with Ernesto as well. You guys remember that Steve, like I said, he wanted to distance himself from Ernesto once those charges were brought out on Ernesto, and Ernesto was heard on a taped phone call by the feds saying that he and his girlfriend Sonia, who you guys have heard many times on the jail phone calls that I play for you guys, were heard talking about leaving the U.S. to go stay in Abu Dhabi for a while at Steve Harvey's house to get away from all the things that were going on. He knew those charges were pending. He had already heard about the feds looking into him. They had already raided his barbershop to where they found out some trafficking and inappropriate behaviors were going on in his barbershop, at which they shut it down. So once that happened, he got in contact with Steve, and allegedly, and they were saying that they heard him saying in the phone calls that he was going to be going to Abu Dhabi with this girlfriend Sonia to get away from some things, and they were feeling like, the feds were feeling like he was trying to run away from the pending charges, and they did not want to have to go through having to extradite him. So they moved in on arresting Ernesto, and he's been in jail now for a very, very long time, okay? And he does not look like he's going to be getting out no time soon. So more charges have been tacked on to the 35 additional charges that he's already facing. Now, like I was just saying, the barbershop where Ernesto, that he owned in Atlanta and worked at, they found, like I said, a lot of young underage girls hanging out there with extracurricular activities going on in the back, at which they shut it down, at which they charged him also with trafficking. So trafficking has been added to his charges as well. Ernesto is crazy and freaking dangerous, and why Shirley Strawberry's ass was still trying to ride for him and still trying to be this doting wife is so crazy to me. So far, you guys, so far, like I said, with the 35 charges he's facing, he's not going to be getting out. He's not going to, and they keep adding more charges. They keep finding stuff on him. So while he keeps telling Shirley, I don't know what they found, I haven't done anything, they haven't found anything, he's crazy, all right? He would never see the light of day, and I think he knows that. But it just feels good to be able to lie to Shirley, because he knows that she's very, very gullible, and everything he says she believes, all right? But he kept lying to Shirley, like I said in those calls, saying that his attorney had a bond for him, which that never happened. And he never had an ankle monitor. But Shirley, child, he kept gaslighting her, and she believed it. Then she would go into these God rants that I believe that God can do anything and God is going to get you out. I was like, girl, God is not the author of confusion. And everything about Ernesto is indeed confusion, okay? Like, everything about him is confusion. Now, like I was saying, she don't have a house, she don't have a car, and she is facing that rental fraud in addition to Ernesto. The high rise that they were staying in and their huge luxurious house that they were living in Atlanta was all under rental fraud. It had something to do with some checks that Ernesto was not supposed to be in possession of, that he was writing in terms of paying the rent for those properties that he and Shirley Strawberry was living in. And I can't say, well, I can say that I don't believe that Shirley did not know about these things that Ernesto was doing. I'm just sorry. You, his wife, you got to know where the money is coming from and what's going on and how is he acquiring all these things if he's not making a certain amount of money. Like, it's weird. It's weird. You cannot sit here and say you did not know that Ernesto was involved in some of the things he was involved in, knowing he did not really have the means to do those things. All right. Many have asked if Shirley Strawberry would also be facing charges, or will Ernesto take the heat for all of the charges, allowing Shirley Strawberry to move on with her life? Because according to Ernesto's accomplice, Erica, Shirley was very much so involved and knew about what was up with Ernesto and with Erica, and that she says that she's willing to testify on both or against both Shirley and Ernesto for less time for herself, okay? Because she's facing a lot of Fed charges as well, because she was Ernesto's accomplice. So she is willing, according to her, to testify against Ernesto and Shirley, in addition to getting less time for herself, you guys. Steve was protecting his image, like I said, and he was even heard on the Steve Harvey Morning Show on the video where he asked Shirley Strawberry to jump on there and explain what was going on with this Ernesto situation, that he did not know Ernesto and that he was not friends with Ernesto in order for her to keep her job. She didn't have a choice. She had her back up against the wall. She had already lost everything. She lost Ernesto. She lost her home. She lost her car. So she sat up there and she cried and she lied for Steve because she had nothing else to do. She had no other recourse. She was homeless. She was carless. She didn't have shit. And had she lost her job, she would have really been in a bad space. So she did what Steve asked her to do. To separate him so far from even knowing Ernesto, which we know is lies. Okay? So that she could keep her job in terms of being able to survive. So she did what she had to do, guys. Okay? Last topic, and I'm gonna breeze on through it. Will Smith, guys, he is practicing his next slap because he is receiving a lot of backlash after Jada, honey, came out announcing that she and Will were separated for over 7 years. All right, now they're saying, you guys know that the Red Table Talk is when they actually talked about it, where the interview has now resurfaced, where Will was heard saying that Jada had an entanglement with August Alsina, and now the August Alsina video, which I played last night, has also come out to where he talked about how he was deeply in love with Jada, how he gave his full self to her, how he got Will Smith's blessings to be with Jada and have a relationship with him during the time that they were separated. Okay, now fans went crazy on Will's IG's comments, causing him to have to turn off his comments because they were trolling the hell out of him, and it got so much to where Will had to cut the comments off. Okay, fans were going in on his ass. Jada, of course, you guys, you know that she is promoting her new book. It's just a tell-all book about her and Will and some other things that she has going on. So with her coming out with that information, that was supposed to be like a shock factor to get fans to be interested in running out and purchasing this tell-all book that she has coming out. Now, Jada is currently, like I said, she's on a promotional tour for her tell-all book, but Will is getting a lot of the hate and scrutiny behind it as a result, and he is gonna snap. He's already unhappy. From the pictures I saw online, he looks hella depressed. He might want to go get some type of therapy or something, because he look like he about to snap behind this situation. Ever since Jada opened her mouth and told everybody that her and Will was separated since 2016. Will is getting the heat behind all of this, and they are coming after him very, very bad. Fans troll Will, calling him all kinds of names, and they even made threats against him, guys. To where he like I said, he had to turn them comments off. They've been threatening him and talking a whole lot of shit about him, and even went as far as calling him August Alsina's bitch. Ain't that crazy? They called Will Smith August Alsina's little bitch, and he had to turn the comments off because it was too much for him. So he is somewhere practicing his next slap, child, because he gonna slap the hell out of somebody else behind all this pressure and this stress from Jada Pinkett, child, out here running her damn mouth and talking about Tupac, honey, is her soulmate. She done did an interview talking about Tupac is her soulmate. So Jada, baby, you got your husband in a whole lot of shit out here, and you might want to go somewhere and sit down and just go on and put this damn book out, or maybe not put the book out, because child, Will is getting the heat for all your shit that you is doing out here, sis. All right, but that is all I have for you guys. I hope y'all enjoy the topics for today. We will have a pop-in today. It is Friday. You guys enjoy your day. For those of you that's off, be safe. For those of you that's at work, don't let nobody get under your skin and piss you off, baby. Have a wonderful, blessed day, all right? Love you guys all the way down. And until I see you guys for our pop-in, be blessed and goodbye. Oh, thank you, mods. I'm sorry. Look at me. Thank you, mods, for doing such a great job. Thank you for any content creators that join us as well. Please hit the like button and also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified, honey, when we get more videos, which is all the time. All right. Thank you for any super chats or any cash apps that you guys may have given to support the channel as well. All right. Be blessed and goodbye.